Hey everyone, I'm coming to you from something a little bit different today. It's a Toyota Hilux. I'm not entirely sure what year, but it belongs to Quick Pitch Campers. And the reason I've got this out is to review the camper on the back, the Quick Pitch. So I'm lucky enough to be taking this out for the night to review for Western Four-Wheel Driver magazine. And I thought I'd cover a little bit of it in video for you as well. I tell you what, I'm pretty glad to be travelling in something that has air conditioning, power steering, and this thing called a speedo as well. I can tell how fast I'm going. It's pretty neat. Like all tray back campers that I've come across, my first impression is it's pretty heavy. I can't tell you at the moment how much it weighs, but when I find out, I will put that in this video. It could probably do with a little heavier springs in the back if possible, because I can certainly feel it wanders a little in the back. But the Hilux is having no trouble hauling it around. So I won't be covering any four-wheel driving in it. I'm not going to go and risk scratching up this nice vehicle. But when I get to camp, we'll do a bit of a walk around of the camper. Here I am again, giving you an update. Been off-road for a little while. I have found a positive to the soft suspension. While it handles a bit funny, it's pretty comfortable over corrugations. So rather than being bone jarring, they're almost therapeutic. It's kind of like a massage with more dust. And the steering wheel kicks around a fair bit because there's more weight on the back than the front. But it's not too dissimilar to driving a 3-inch lifted GU Patrol with no sway bars. If any of you know what that feels like. Alright, I wasn't going to run through this setup with you until the morning because it was pretty breezy here earlier, but now the breeze has gone away, which is good for audio, bad for keeping away flies, so I apologise in advance for all the Aussie salute that I'm going to do through this. Let's start at my favourite part, the kitchen. Look at that. I've got a Waco down here. Just got the necessities. This here is a clip of me unfolding the kitchen to show you how it works. has a 2-burner SMEV stove, which is actually the same as the one that we put in our camper trailer rebuild. Along here, really nifty idea. A bit of foam with all of your cups and cutlery and kitchen bits and pieces in it, and a sink down here, and in behind this little hatch, I'm fairly sure, yep, a couple of gas bottles, 2 kilo gas bottles. It's enough to keep you cooking for a while. Now, what else? Okay, behind this little hatch, that there, little hose to fill your sink with, so just press the button. Pretty neat, hey? And I'll just poke the hose in there. I don't know if that's what that cutout's designed for, but that seems to work pretty well for that. So you've got the cold water, hot water, and your little kitchen light. What else? Oh, comes with Rhino rack awning. It's got roof racks on the top there to store your firewood. 2 big drawers, just like 4-wheel drive drawers, to store whatever you need to store. This ladder here, which I had stored the ladder on the floor in the camper. Just another drawer for general items there. I'm not sure what's behind this hatch. The key for this one's currently missing, so it's fine. That there, that's a little water outlet. It's the switch for the pump, just to fill up water bottles. Look at that sexy fella. So this is the bathroom, and in here, yep, there's all your bathroomy type stuff. A bar of soap, a wash basin. There's a pump switch. Here we go, basin. There we go, more pumping. That there, thermostat for the hot water. Found this little guy up here for the water level. Oh, okay, I've got another hose here. I reckon maybe that pumps the water out of that. In here, that's the hot water system. And there's, what is that? That's a charger. Okay, and that's a dual battery switch. It's got 240 volt power. That's for, you plug that into the caravan park and it'll charge your batteries and run everything from that. And down below there, water tank. 110 litres of water on board this thing. And this is every woman's best mate. Shower. Works through the hot water. I won't fold this out, although it's quite easy, but that's a shower curtain, so it just sort of pulls out around here. This thing weighs 550 kilos dry, so that's before you put in your 110 litres of water and stuff in your fridge and all your gear. So that's a cool spec for you, but we'll go and take a look inside. Two single beds. I actually think it is cooler in here than it is out there. It's got a fly over the top, which will help prevent the sun from cooking you and help keep the rain out to an extent. Got 2 single beds, so if you want a bit of loving, that might make it a bit tricky, but I don't need no loving. I think there might be underbed storage here actually. Oh shit, there is 2. That's pretty neat. You could use that for like your little wardrobe or something. This thing along here is pretty neat. Mesh bags on a piece of canvas, which is just attached by Velcro to that marine carpet lining. So you could store so many trinkets. There's also Switches up here for lights, USB power for all your gadgets, accessory socket for other things. There's a one. Look at that. There's the shitter. Okay. So maybe this little hatch is for, I think it's for getting the poop out. I don't really want to open it. I am not a fan of the idea of portable toilets. I would opt to not use one if I could, but having said that, there's a lot of places these days that allow free camping, but you have to be fully self-contained. You have to have like portable toilet, you have to have your own water on board, you have to have grey water systems, all that sort of thing. So if you were doing self-contained camping where you had to, that's ideal. I also like the idea that that looks kind of removable, so like I could take it into the bush and drop the kids off in the bush, but then I could bring the kids back from the bush, store them safely in my bedroom. Yeah, so that's a reasonably extensive tour of this beast. There's plenty of fly screens. It's all using this, what do they call it, micro mesh stuff that keeps mozzies and sandflies out. The canvas is beautiful stuff. It's nice and thick. I think this would be quite similar to my old rooftop tent, where during daytime, if it's all zipped up, you'd feel like it's nighttime in here. I'm quite looking forward to sleeping in here tonight. I think it's going to be very pleasant. The breeze come through, and look at the view. Not bad. Yeah, well, so how did I sleep? It's funny you should ask, actually. So yesterday in the afternoon I didn't eat a whole lot, but just snacked on nuts and nibblies, and then at dinner time we just hopped into some dip and crackers and some macadamia nuts. But I did down about 6 beers, which is a fair amount for me, and went to bed at about 10, and I woke up at midnight feeling a little bit queasy. And then at 12:30 I thought, no, I've got to get out of here and get a bit of fresh air. As soon as I stood up inside the quick pitch camper, it all just, like, I felt it rushing up my throat, and I was fumbling at the door, trying to get the door open, trying to get the zipper undone before I puked all through this camper. Well, I did manage to get out in time, and I went and yelled at the bushes. Aside from that little incident, I slept really well. I like the fact that you can stand up in there to get dressed and everything. The mattress was nice and soft, which is just the way I like it. And there was good cross flow, nice ventilation in there, nice big windows. So yeah, I can't complain. Could I see myself in one of these? I reckon I could. I'd be interested to see one that goes on a flatbed tray, or one to suit like a big Land Cruiser. The setup and pack up times on it are really good. The thing I sort of got sick of with the rooftop tent is that I don't camp in the same spot for days on end. I'm always moving, and that thing really was a hassle to pack up, and you had to tuck in canvas and squish it down and try to make the cover fit. But this thing, it literally just undo the pole in the middle and pull down on a rope, and it all folds in on itself, no canvas to tuck or anything. So what I'll do is I'll put a link to the Quick Pitch Campers website just down below the video there, so you can check out some pictures or whatever they happen to have on their website and look at the pricing if you're keen. Quick Pitch haven't sponsored me to do this in any way. I just thought while I was going to do the magazine review, I might cover a bit of a video review for you guys. So hope you found it interesting, and I'll see you shortly.